Alright, so now here we are with Ashton. He's going to be the next character you're going to be able to get. You can get him before leaving the continent. So, what to say about Ashton? Well, unfortunately, Ashton is not a good character. He's a pretty bad character. For most of the game, he's pretty bad until you get to certain levels. A lot of his attacks have a lot of delay, startup time, animation lock. He's just not good outside of a couple moves. However, the moves that he gets are among the best in the game, so it's a very day and night type of thing with Ashton, but it's mostly bad. And I wish he would have got a lot more love in this remake, but for some reason they just, I don't know, they were focused on certain characters for some reason. I don't know. So let's talk about his stats. He's going to have good defense. Again, Claude is in a league of his own. He has that extra point of defense every level. So Ashton will have same defense as Diaz, Bowman, so forth, Priestess. So it's good defense. It's good. Again, Claude's in a league of his own. So strength-wise, he's going to be highest strength up there with Claude and Diaz. His hit is fine. Just like Claude, it'll be more than enough to hit anything, and those are really the only things that matter. Again, stamina, you're going to have a ton of it at the end game. Even mages are going to have tons of stamina. Guts, he's going to have ton of guts. So now we move on to equips. So his equips are, for the most part, terrible. He cannot get paralysis nullification through his equipment, which means if you want it, you're going to have to give up an accessory slot, which is super valuable. His shields, he has terrible shields. His armor, for the most part, is the same as everyone else's. I mean, for the fighters, but for some reason, just terrible shields. Helmets are the same. Boots are the same. He just has terrible shields, so it really hurts him. And you know, to give up an accessory slot, it's just really not good at all. Now technically you can mitigate that through, of course, our dear Reyna here with her condition cure, but keep in mind, when this spell's going off, another spell could be going off in its place. Same thing with items. If this is going off, you know, the cooldown could be on another item. Of course, you can... Let's see, do I have an immunity pill? Right here, you could open up the menu and pop one of these. But, you know, come on, it's quality of life, right? So those are big marks against him. And finally, we're going to get into the special arts, which are just not good. So let's start with his first two.
We're winning this one.
So normals are solid. They're always pretty good. They're just whatever.
Twin thrust.
Let's do twin thrust.
Twin thrust.
Look at the delay on that.
Twin thrust.
And the recovery is just terrible. Look.
Twin thrust. Twin thrust.
Claude was already done with his move. On to the next. So I don't know why they didn't fix that.
Cross slash.
Here's cross slash. Super slow. Lots of recovery. Range is terrible.
Cross slash.
Look at that.
Cross slash. Cross slash. Sorry, folks.
Not good. Okay, on to the next two. Northern Cross. Piercing Blades.
Let's give this all we got.
So Northern Cross is terrible.
Northern Cross.
Very slow. Tons of lag. Tons of recovery.
Northern Cross.
Just being slapped around.
Northern Cross.
Terrible. The other one that he has is Piercing Blades.
Piercing Blades.
So he throws them out across the screen.
Piercing Blades.
It does not pierce.
Piercing Blades.
Up close it is a shotgun.
Blades.
It does a pretty significant amount of break damage because it is a break damage attack. But the recovery on it is absolutely terrible.
Piercing Blades. Piercing Blades. Piercing Blades. Piercing Blades. Piercing
Look at that.
Blades. Piercing Blades.
Terrible.
No.
There we are. So on to the next two. Let's go Vanishing Swords. One of the worst moves in the game. You know what? We're gonna skip that. We're gonna go to Deadly Triangle. So Vanishing Swords, Deadly Triangle. I don't know. Maybe we should just do them in order. So Vanishing Swords, Hurricane Slash. So Hurricane Slash is what you'll get at level 45. That's when I recommend to actually take Ashton off the bench. You know what? We're gonna wait. We're gonna do Deadly Triangle.
Let's give this all we got.
So
Vanishing
this
Swords.
Vanishing Swords or Leaf Slash. Super slow.
Vanishing Swords.
Tons of delay. Tons of lag.
Vanishing
Still getting
Swords.
hit. Okay. And then we will do probably the worst move in the game.
Deadly Triangle.
Very
Deadly
slow.
Triangle.
Some of the later enemies, faster enemies, they'll just walk right out of it. Massive lag and recovery. Just
Deadly Triangle. I can't stand anymore. Ugh.
okay. Let's do Dragon Breath and Try-A. So Dragon Breath used to be a really good move. It's still pretty good. It's all right. It's just that the
We're winning this one.
the breath AOE was
Dragon
reduced,
Breath.
so it used to go a lot further than that.
Dragon Breath.
It has a fair amount of recovery on it.
Dragon Breath.
The good thing is that it will hit enemies that are up close, you know, right up in its grill.
No.
Okay. Let's try that again. So there are a, you know,
This one.
fair amount of moves that
Dragon Breath.
won't actually hit enemies that are right in front of them. This one does.
Dragon Breath.
It's a cool move. It's just. And then this is the move that you will get in the Maze of Tribulations. So it'll be on the same level that you get Meteor Swarm and the Mind Healer and all kinds of other stuff. Excuse me. Mind Healer for Celine. So yeah, this is a post-game move, and it's towards the end of the actual Maze of Tribulations. So let's see what it's like.
Ace.
Wow.
Try ace.
Okay.
Try ace.
Yep.
Try ace.
So the obvious thing to know is you have massive invulnerability frames, but it's super slow, does no damage, and yeah. So now let's look at his two best moves. This is actually one of the best moves in the game, and that is Hurricane Slash. He learns this at level 45, and basically you can go the rest of the game just using this move alone. You could just load it up if you want. You can do double here and this one and that one. It's a very, very, very strong move, and it's
Let's give this all we got.
I'll just show you. Look at that.
Hurricane slash. Hurricane slash. Hurricane slash. Hurricane slash.
I mean, it has, you know, a little recovery at the end, but it's just a super good move. And all of his other moves are just, ugh. And then let's go ahead and nuke, and then I'll do this classic sword dance.
We're winning this
All
one.
right.
Ha! Sword dance.
There we are, sword dance.
Sword.
I believe it does 13 hits.
Sword
It's
dance.
either 13 or 11. And for a single press, it does. It's one of the strongest moves in the game. At post-game, super post-game, super optimized, this will be one of the most powerful, probably the most powerful single attack in the game. But keep in mind, it lasts, you know, it's a fairly lengthy move.
We're winning this one.
And then you're starting to get into DPS and, you know, the mechanics of it, ease of use. So it's a very, very strong move. This with Hurricane Slash turns him from a bad character into a really, really good character. So the twist ending is Ashton is good, he's just bad for, you know, most of the game. So there is a redemption arc for Creepy and Weepy. Pretty good. Ashton's cool. I just wish that they would have gave more love to some of these other moves, but I suppose they were busy. Very busy diverting resources elsewhere. So, alright, that's it for this one. Guys, again.